Interception. Oh, I know y'all was waiting on that Leo part. I got you. I ain't forget about you. Okay, okay. As above is below, what goes up must come down. We were led through chakras from the root to the crown. We got natal and transits and synastry too. Interpretation is endless, but they all work for you. What the planets are doing affect us a lot. Shit is cripply accurate. Are you a skeptic or not? Aries, impulsive, initiate, pressure, energetic, and power. Let's call it aggression. Then there's Taurus, artistic, intentional, pull, determination, and study. Then they love some good food. Slow to anger, yet patient, but don't be no fool when they blow like the wind. The bull's coming for you. Speaking of direct, this next sign, well, it's kind of unheard. They diverse in variety. They know all sorts of words. It's their weapon of choice. Don't you get strung along, intellectually packed, always right, never wrong. They the most villainized out of all the zodiac signs. I initiate, nurture a sensitive vibe. When loyalty's broken, don't understand why, so I crawl on my shell, not to cry, but to hide, protecting myself at all costs from the lies. I am moody as fuck, up and down, side to side, like the rippling waves on the shore washing by. That's your Cancer. Here go to Leo. The stage is my home. I attest this with pride. It's not up for debate, paparazzi facade. I will roar on deaf ears, give a show to the blind. Through creative expression, this world is like mine. And if I ain't the subject, then my name is not mine. Ow. There we go. That ties up that. I will be back with this next month with September's Virgo and then Libra. You know, you know. All right, then, guys. I'm being silly, but I know y'all was waiting for that. In my head, that's what I'm saying. You know, that's that Leo shit. Oh, I know they waiting on this. Y'all probably ain't thinking about me. Much love, y'all. Raise your vibes, positive vibes only. And don't forget to go check out Creations by Us. Go grab one of them positive vibe only. If not that, get your affirmation bracelets. Affirmations is everything. And you can also get them custom made, baby. I'm talking about from the babies up to the adults. Don't play with me. This is for real. I'm doing this. Let's go. Much love, guys. That was nice. Yay! You go, girl. Hey, wait a minute. Hold up. Who said that? Welcome to the Creepily Accurate Astrology and Friends podcast. I am your host and astrologist extraordinaire, numerologist, and tarot reader, Crystal. And this is the podcast where we're diving deep into the realms and the mystic energy of astrology, numerology, and tarot. We are going to wow you with how creepily accurate these placements can be and how they associate with your life alignment, how they can empower you, wow you, and mystify you. Yes. So this podcast is all about learning, embracing ourselves, and having some laughs and some fun. Thank you for tuning in. And namaste, my baby. Welcome back, my friends. Welcome. Afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time of the day is for you, I am sending positive vibes your way. And I appreciate you tuning back in. If this is your first time tuning in, namaste. I'm glad you're here. Please stay. All right, so this episode is the third episode of the first episode. Only Miss Crystal can turn a simple episode into 3 parts. Yeah, absolutely. So where we left off, we were celebrities. We're going to check the celebrities' sun placement. Leo placement, because we're speaking to Leos. All about Leos this month, because it's the month of Leos. Plus, it was my birthday, so there was no better way to start. I was going to start anyway. I know you guys are probably wondering, I wonder what she did for her birthday. I will tell you. But let's get back to the episode and I'll tell you. Okay, so we're going to speak about Jennifer Lopez. It's going to be a brief episode, though. I'm not going to prolong it. I just want to give you guys an idea of Leo playing out in a certain house through somebody that everybody sees, you know. I know they're actors and things, but you can't always just hide yourself all the time. Some of your character is showing in these roles or whatever. So, like a virgin, touch for the very first time, or Papa don't preach. Quiz, who's that? Boop, boop. That's right, Madonna. So that would be the first person we talk about. And then we got, I'm still Jenny from the block. I used to know, but I have a lot. Who's that? I know that's J.Lo. J.Lo second. And the last will be Kylie Jenner. Okay. Oh, I wanted to address the decans. The decans. That was nice. Yay! You go, girl. So let's go on and break these decadents downtown Judy Brown. Okay. So imagine the elements. It is 4 elements, right? Water, earth, fire, air. So I'm going to use the fire element as an example. So you got the 3 zodiac signs that belongs to the fire element, which is Aries, Leo, and Jupiter, right? Boom. Fire sign, fire element, and they all have a planet that rules them. The sun rules Leo, Mars rules Aries, and Jupiter rules Sagittarius, right? We got that out the way. So it is 30 degrees in a house in each section. There is 30 degrees in each house, and just dealing with the fire elements, they rule the planet rules one of the 10 degrees, and that's the days. So what I'm saying is, say for Leo, right? So this would be the difference between the zodiac signs. The Leo who was born within the first 10 days, which is at the first 10 degrees, will be ruled by the sun. That would be the sun decadent. So that would give an extra characteristic and flavor to the interpretation of Leo period. So that makes them more bright, confident. They really shine. They're flamboyant, really extra. And then the second 10 degrees, which is the second 10 days of August or Leo, that the planet Jupiter, because it's fire planet, fire decadence, get it? So Jupiter will rule the second 10 degrees, which would be the 10 to the 20th, those who was born, the second 10 days. And that would give Leo a different flavor from the first 10 days because it's ruled by Jupiter. So this Leo will be more optimistic, more in the higher learning, traveling, very expansive and big and extra as well, but in an optimistic way. And then the last 10 days, 10 degrees, will be ruled by Mars because Aries is a fire sign. And that would make this Leo the warrior, really assertive, direct, like very, very energetic, very inspirational, passionate. So that's how you will break the decades down. That'd be the difference between the zodiac sign. But it's not going to always start off with the sun. So when you get to March, the first 10 to start with Mars, and then it'll go to the sun, and then it'll go to Jupiter. And then when you get to Sagittarius, it'll go from Jupiter to sun to Mars. No, Jupiter, Mars to sun. And then when you go to the water planets, the water elements, it's the same thing, but it's the water planets that rule the 10 decades of the water signs. So I hope I made that make sense. If not, feel free to shout it out. I'm open. All right. So, moving on. Moving on up. to the east side. And I stand to be corrected. I meant the fire elements were Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I didn't mean to say Jupiter. So let me check myself before somebody else try. All right. Decadence. When I tell you Jupiter is so strong on my chart, the optimism isn't. I feel it, man. I can't help it sometimes. I'm like, girl. But that Leo energy, that confidence, pride, creativity, all that pride hurt me more than anything for a while. I learned to balance it. But it's that creative energy. When I tell you, my mom should name me MacGyver. Those who's about my age, y'all know who MacGyver is. He can make something out of anything. Y'all, I didn't even understand I had this energy. But when I want something, like if I'm making something, I'm lacking it, I don't have it, I promise you I will find a way to put it together and figure it out. And that made me think, oh my gosh, Chris, there's nothing in this world that you really want that you cannot get. Because if you can make this happen, then I will figure out a way. Trust me, without ever leaving the house. It's crazy, but it's true. Should we sit here right now? I wanted to make some pendants and stuff. I like to use the paper, put it on the wood planks, and file it down. Put the little Mod Podge. I ran out of so much stuff. I've been so focused on doing natal reports and all that stuff. I've been making jewelry, but I haven't been focused on what I need as far as the little thing, but I know I'm gonna make a way. So, I ran out of Mod Podge and everything. I've been using clear fingernail polish. Well, you ain't gonna be able to see, but it'll be on actually follow me on social media. Yeah. Because I'm gonna post it on there. I was clear fingernail polish remover, all that. But the good thing about this is I have a line called Anything But Normal, and I am testing out some different designs and stuff. Okay, now that's enough. I'm not gonna get off the subject again. Okay, so like a virgin touch for the very first time. Let's see when. Let me get in the astro real quick so I can see exactly when Miss Madonna was born. I know she had a place like Uranus and Leo, and I said, oh my gosh, that explains the way she rebelled. Her rebellious nature was so creative. Like, she was that chick was rebellious. I remember watching her when I was really younger, but not in the way where you didn't like her though. It was kind of interesting to watch. Like, was she turning now, or was she dressing different? Down to her clothes and everything. I want to say, let me see, come on, Crystal. I think it's in this one. I want to say that Madonna has. Okay, the reason why these are strong sun placements, let me just start off with that, is because Leo is in its dominant sign, the sun. So that makes it a very strong placement. Whether it's giving good results or bad results, it's a strong placement. Okay, I got Madonna's chart here. So Madonna, her sun is in the 12th house, like me and my sisters. And her Leo and sun is in the 12th house. Oh, and she got her close to Pluto and Uranus. I'm not sure about the degree. It's not really showing. But her Uranus and her sun is Leo. Those are two placements of Leo. So, of course, this makes her Venus express love through the Leo characteristics, through Leo ways. And that's how she expects to receive love. A big, huge, like, attention on me, pay attention to me. It's all about me. Like, and I can see that. I know we spoke about this in the 12th house, and I think every single episode that we went by, so I'm sure you're familiar with the 12th house now, how Leo is playing out in the house. But let's relate it to Madonna. Let's think. Madonna is kind of hidden dark. And when I say dark, I don't say it in a bad way. Like, she has a dark presence. She dresses like, you could tell I can see her in the 12th house. I can see it. And if you've been listening to this whole podcast after everything we've talked about, you can see it too. I'm quite sure. If you know Madonna and you've watched her, throughout the years and stuff. Okay, see? That wasn't bad, now was it? Okay. Oh, let's talk about the Uranus. That Uranus today. Wherever Uranus is in your chart, that's where you unveil. That's the innovation for change and stuff. So, man, she was determined to change the collective. The 12th house is the collective as well. Subconscious mind. She was determined to do that through her music and stuff. Okay, okily dokily slokily. Let's move on to I'm still Jenny from the block. I used to have a little, but I have a lot. I believe when I say hers, if I'm not mistaken, let me just think before we get there. See if I remember. She got a 10th house sun. Because I remember being impressed. Like, okay. She got a Venus rising. When you have Venus rising, not Venus rising. She has Libra rising. That makes you a beautiful person. And she's holding true to that. J.Lo is very, very pretty, very beautiful. Got to give it to her. Let's go to, let me find J.Lo. I should have had this stuff ready, huh? My bad. I'm sorry. I apologize. And see, I already got Kylie Jenner's chart saved into my astrological profile because I was looking at some compatibility charts and life path numerology and stuff as well. Just see if some things was matching up and stuff. So it'd be easy to get to hers. All right, so yeah, so she has Mercury. She has Mercury and the Sun in Leo in the 10th house. So that explains her career. Basically, there isn't really much to say about that one. So now you see how Leo really does play in the 10th house. It has that characteristic, that charisma, that creativity, that star quality, basically. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Like, that just kind of answered everything. We know what the 10th house cusp is. We know what Leo is. We know who J.Lo is. So, that didn't fail. All right, I'm getting into Kylie. So let me tell y'all something I had learned. Although I do Western astrology, it's this guy I was watching. One guy led me to another guy, Now, I respect all the guys, and I watch all the guys, but I got stuck on this one guy. He teaches Vedic astrology. Gosh, K something. When I tell you, okay, all it takes is for somebody to speak with some intelligence, and you got my attention. When I tell you this man is so he knows his shit when it comes to astrology, and I so wish he taught Western. And he does give some Western and Vedic, but it's more so Vedic, right? But oh my gosh, it's so much. I used to go to his channel. I still do. I haven't been in a long time, but whenever I get a peace of mind and I feel like listening to some astrology, I go to him. Gosh, this guy knows, and he knows some like not the basic stuff. So I'm saying all this to say, because I'm getting to Kylie Jenner. He was talking about how you can tell if someone was gay, lesbian, or bisexual in astrology. So he gave me these placements. So I'm like, well, let me look at a few charts. So I looked at my my middle child, because she has a girlfriend, and that placement was sure enough sitting in her chart. And I looked at Ellen. I don't think I could find Ellen's. Now, we got to remember, a Vedic chart is completely different from a Western chart. But this held true for some other things. So this was a while back, so maybe I missed something else. Trying to go back and look and see. So when I went to Kylie Jenner's chart, I seen her dad in there. I promise. Oh my gosh. And that blew me. And since we on there, I'm about to show you. I don't want to tell you. Because I think at this time, I was studying the Son and the Father, to see if because when people tell me things and I learn things, and I have understanding of it, I need to understand it for myself now to another level. I don't need to be able to tell someone else or teach it to someone else or understand it because somebody told me this is how you're supposed to understand it. So once you give it to them, okay, well, let me go research and see why this is this way. Let me see if I can understand it. Let me see if I can feel this. So I go back and look at the fathers and the chart, and I start, and that's, and then I see it now. So I can see it in people's chart now. I'm like, okay, yeah. Boom, bam. All right. So I didn't even look at Marvin Gaye's. I could see his whole little thing play out too. His dad was a mug too. So Mercury in the 8th house, he said, and Mercury in the 8th house in the nodes would have been some place like that, right? So first what I did is, let's first talk about, her son in Leo is in the 7th house. Real quick, because I believe I might have used the whole house system. Yeah, when I'm usually doing those, I usually use the house. Let me go back before I get to cabin. That's what they call it, right? You cabin. Man, listen, y'all in these words, some of them be sounding cool though. I ain't even gonna front. Let's go. Yeah, all signs. Let's go. That's why we had to go to whole signs. I knew there was something missing. Okay, that was the thing. Okay, so we have her Leo in the 8th house, in Sun. Her Sun is in Leo in the 8th house, so that's where she is shining at. That's the house of transformation and depth. That's the house of other people's resources and stuff. So I can actually see that, and it's aspecting Jupiter, but it's opposing, which really is just meaning that she needs to find a balance between her Leo energy and her Aquarius energy. How about that? I said my lips. No, I'm just joking. Oh my gosh, did we talk about that? Yeah, I think we did. So basically, her creative and self-expression takes place in the house of transformation, death, and rebirth. So she probably through her creativity, she transforms. She is rebirth. And it's probably some dramatic flair to it because you got fire and water together. Probably a lot of passion and emotion. Probably a lot of back and forth there too. But for the most part, it's the transformation, other people's resources. All right. So the dad represents the sun, right? The dad is in Leo. And Saturn also represents the father. Hold up, how did I see it, y'all? Hold on, let me figure this out. I want to see the relationship between her and her father. I was doing celebrities, that's how I was starting. So I seen the moon and the sun. They had an aspect. And I'm like, okay, well, what's the aspect about? Because they're it's a square, so that means that someone did something that they normally wouldn't do otherwise. They did something like kind of like he did. Like her father did something different, more than what other people would do, and that's in the 8th house. The sun is in the 8th house. The 8th house is the place where the energy manifests at, because it's the house of that's also dark. That's deep things. That's things that are hidden, secrets and shit and truths. So then you see the moon aspect in Mercury. So I cannot even, You know what? It's the problem. Saturn, nope. No. Saturn. It was Saturn too. That's what the problem was. Okay, so I got to go back to make sure, guys. Okay, but let me tell you what I believe what it was. Saturn, Mercury, or the node in specific houses, making specific aspects, can give you this knowledge, because I know Mercury is neutral and Saturn is said to be neutral as well. In the node, the north node, I can't remember if it's the north or the south. So I'm giving y'all, and let me stop. I'm giving you information that I don't even remember all the way to the T. So I do apologize for that. But I promise you, I'm gonna get the right answers and stuff. I'm gonna go back to, because actually I wrote it down. I wrote everything he said down on the note card, like what placements to look for, so I can go look in other charts and stuff and see. So I will definitely do that. And if I forget in any of these episodes, please remind me, because I do want to explain to you what I think, because I was blew away. But it's definitely got something to do with Saturn, because I see Saturn and Sun making an aspect to each other, a comfortable one, a trine. A trine is new beginnings. So, and it's the fourth house. Saturn's in the fourth house of home, and then the death house of transformation. I'm almost certain that that's what it is. Her father, yes, that's what it is right there. Saturn and the Sun, and inside the Sun is the dad being inside the transformation, and in the fourth house, Saturn home. But I'll double check just to make y'all comfortable, because I know I jumped all around her. So why would y'all just be like, oh yeah, she got it. Wow. Okay, so we did that. That wasn't really much talking. I could have just finished this another episode. But anyways, I'm not gonna hold you guys any longer. I'm not. But I will say this one thing. I'm very grateful for you guys tuning in. I appreciate it. And like I always say, and this is so true, don't you forget this, protect your energy like the Secret Service protects the president, but not John F. K. Because that is the most valuable thing that you have, that is yours. Your energy can be manipulated. It can be tapped into. It can be lowered or higher, just from you personally. When your energy is low, you attract those type of things into your life. When it's high, you attract the things that you want into your life. So keep that in mind. And if we need an episode about keeping a positive mind and stuff, as a matter of fact, check out my blog on my website, Positive Vibes Only. But I'm also working on a Elevation Meets Vibes podcast for positive, inspiration and stuff. I believe I might be airing it every Monday, but I'll keep you guys posted on that. And thank you so much. You guys made my day. Namaste, my baby. I'm still here. Just when you thought you lost me. No, I'm just joking. Have a good day. All right, my lovely ones, before we say goodbye, dear listeners, we want to thank you for joining us on this mystifying journey through the realms of Creepily Accurate Astrology and Friends podcast. We hope our insight and laughter has left you both intrigued and entertained. Now remember, as you navigate the mysterious tapestries of life, let the wisdom of the stars guide you, but always with a sprinkle of humor. Embrace the uncanny accuracy of astrology, numerology, and tarot, and let it add a touch of enchantment to your everyday experience. Stay tuned for more intriguing conversations, hilarious anecdotes, surprising revelations, and episodes to come. We invite you to continue this adventure with us, exploring the depths of the cosmos and the endless possibilities that lie within. As a farewell for now, may the stars continue to illuminate your path, and may the laughter we've shared linger in your hearts. Until we meet again, keep smiling, keep believing, and keep embracing the magic that surrounds you. Thank you for tuning in to Creepily Accurate Astrology and Friends podcast. And remember, the universe has a sense of humor too. Goodbye for now, and may your future be filled with delightful surprises and laughter.